Welcome to the Century National Bank High School Basketball Game of the Week on WHIZ-TV, presented by Century National Bank. Whatever's on your project list, let's talk loans. Brought to you in part by Kokonis Furniture and Mattress First in South Zanesville. Zanesville and Route 79 just south of Heath, always making it easier for you to furnish your home. By Fink's Quality Cars and RVs, Fink's Harley Davidson, Fink's Southside Collision, and Fink's Easy Leasing and Rental. By Mideast Career and Technology Centers, imagine an education as unique as you. By Norvell's Hearing Centers in Zanesville and Cambridge, always here for you. By Denny's Classic Diner. And by Foxfire Schools, free public alternative education serving students grades K through 12. Scoreboards are provided by the Fink's family of motor vehicles and services with instant replay coverage, courtesy the Ohio Educational Credit Union. 24/7 banking, convenience wherever and whenever you need it. In today's game, a match between Perry County rivals New Lexington and Sheridan. This is the Century National Bank Game of the Week on WHIZ-TV.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Game of the Week. I'm Kevin Rao, alongside, as always, the coach, Doug Clifford. And it is indeed, Coach, the Battle of Perry County. You know this well, being a Crooksville guy. These two teams and Crooksville always, when they play each other, well, you just kind of throw the records out. And from the New Lex position, they had some rough sledding of late. Sheridan lost their first MVL game this week, so it's going to be that team that maybe wants it a little bit more tonight.
Well, you know, New Lex, I think, had a nice win over Morgan recently. So I think they're playing a little better right now than they have all season. But they have a big task tonight. I mean, this team handled them easily at their own place. So it could be a tough challenge for the Panthers.
Senior night here at Sheridan. You've been involved in a number of those as a football coach. Does it change the way your players play after they've been recognized and the fans have come out to see what may be, you know, one of their last appearances here at home?
Well, you know, there's usually one or two guys who lose their concentration. But for the most part, you know, the kids have been through it, and they've watched their older brothers and cousins and other teammates go through it. So I don't think it'll be that big a distraction.
Well, this is one of our favorite places to do a game here at Sheridan. They treat us great, and we always see good basketball. We don't expect tonight to be any different. Coach and I will be back with the opening tip-off right after this. The teams have been announced. There you see the Sheridan student section going back to the stands. They line the far side of the court. When the players are introduced, they go right down that line. So a lot of energy, Coach, on the Sheridan side of things coming into senior night.
Well, they're pretty excited about this game. They look like they're ready to play to me. They had an easy win in New Lex the last time, or nice point spread. So we'll see how they come on, how they come out on their home floor tonight.
Logan Ratliff for Sheridan jumping it up against Braden Agristi. Agristi at 6'7", 3 inches taller, gets the tap. And that will set up the offense. Brady Hansen, the look back door, can't get it. Around the screen and right out of the chute. The bucket by Will Stenson. He had a nice game last time we saw him against Morgan.
Did.
Both teams look to open in a man-to-man. We saw New Lex in the warm-ups doing a lot of zone work, but man-to-man works this time down the floor as they force the turnover. We're going to see some full-court pressure, a little man-to-man right away, and stolen away. And just like that, the good steal by Ethan Malone.
You don't have to ask if the pressure's going to bother him a little bit, do you? I mean, first time out, get a steal, get the basket.
And Malone found Russell, and another turnover as this time they were going to try to put a little trap on at half court, same two guys. So watch Malone and Russell, the way that they play that tough D. Still a point down. Second possession for the Generals. Get it down low to Russell, all the way in the lane. Little turnaround. And with the rebound, Logan Ratliff takes it coast to coast, puts it up, no good. Wanted the foul, no call. Ahead it comes to Ranft and misses the layup. Actually, he might have got away with coming in bounds and not establishing position. Doesn't matter. He'll get it to go.
Yes, he did.
And maybe tippy-toed back in time. Very close. And his team now with the 1-point lead. Really, and we don't expect any different from Sheridan, but they will play tough on D. Ratliff down the lane, puts it up. And I think that might have been partially blocked. Russell comes out of there with it. Head to Ranft, he'll put it in, and he's fouled. I think it's going to go against Trey Kennedy, the 6-foot senior.
The Generals aren't wasting any time bringing the ball up the court, are they? Wow. I mean, they are moving that ball down the floor.
So Ranft already with 4 have a chance to make it 5. And gets the roll. So Sheridan gave up a 3-pointer, and they've scored 7 straight, and again will put on some pressure. A lot of quick passes and quickly across his new Lex. Stenson at the top. We'll wait for everybody else to get down.
Oh.
Hansen with it. And his pass blocked. Went up high, and Sheridan's going to knock those down most of the time. Shea Taylor, his shot blocked. It'll go out of bounds, belong to New Lex. Into the ball game, Lucas Ratliff. There are 3 Ratliffs on the squad for New Lex. We'll try to keep them identified for you.
Well, I would have bet that ball would have gone to Sheridan on the block shot.
Nice cross pass. Agristi can't get the first one, and the second one bounces out as well, but he'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
Get his own rebound, just couldn't get it to fall in the second shot either.
Again, he's the tallest player on the floor tonight at 6'7", just a junior. Foul went against Russell. The first free throw hits the right side, bounces out. He'll get another. Russell's first. That was the first foul called against the Sheridan Generals in this first quarter. And he gets that one. That took a little work even to get that one.
Yes, it did.
That's going to put on some pressure in the backcourt as well. It look like they may try to set a trap, but a good pass ahead, a good feed, and Ranft's going to go to the line again. Really nice pass by Ethan Malone as Ranft cut down the middle.
I thought the ball was going across the floor until I saw Ranft come down the lane and caught it in midair. I mean, I thought that was going to be a cross-court pass.
Boy, he loves playing in the lane. A couple of free throws coming up here. Leads all scorers so far with 5.
I think he knew that wasn't going to go in as soon as it left his hand.
There you see Ranft, but you also see this good crowd here tonight at Glen Hersey Gymnasium. And quick double team. Alexo gets it across. He goes cross court, laying it up and in off the bench. Lucas Ratliff, he's only a freshman.
Nice job by the Panthers that time to break that pressure.
Both teams not taking much time off the clock. Malone with the bucket. This could be a big number tonight the way it's going.
Oh.
If there were, even if there were a shot clock, it wouldn't have even been looked at yet. Logan Ratliff will run the point. Screen out high coming from Stenson. And he'll take the three.
Nice shot.
Cuts the lead to 1. His first bucket of the night. Getting some backcourt pressure. As Lucan Hill, one of the 2 seniors on this Sheridan team, brings it up. Russell all the way down against pressure. And he'll go to the line and shoot a couple.
Kevin, I think if you just watched the game and didn't know the scoreboard was on, you would think Sheridan was probably ahead by, 5, 6 baskets? And
maybe.
It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, that's what threes will do for you. A couple of shots coming up here for Russell. Landon Russell, 6'1" junior. Into the lineup for New Lex comes Hunter Kellogg, 6'2" sophomore. can make it a 3-point lead. And does. Boy, I'll tell you, these rims are challenging tonight. Quick pass ahead. That's Hanson. Double team looking for help. Opposite corner.
There's a three.
Hunter Kellogg just came in right away. Gets the three. Get a couple in for Sheridan now. Hunter Yakes, number 4, 6-foot junior. Also in there is Nate Johnson, a 6'2 junior. He's number 12. Long pass ahead. Little football season throw. And Russell couldn't chase it down.
That ball nearly landed out of bounds on the fly, Kevin.
If you ever tried to throw a basketball, not that easy. Actually, you got to go to the other end of the floor to inbound it. When nobody touches it, you go back to the place that it was thrown in. So New Lex will get it in their end.
Have a chance to take the lead.
All tied at 12. Maybe another three-pointer coming up. They go 4 across the baseline. They'll go to the big man, Agristi. Kellogg finds Hanson coming off the screen. To the lane he goes. A little too much off the back of the iron. Lucan Hill with the rebound. He'll run it up himself. All the way down the lane. Left-handed. Boy, what body control, huh?
Pulled the rebound down. Brought it all the way up the floor. That little left-handed, yeah.
He looked like he was going right side, and the defense went that way and just cut right back across.
What a move.
Screen set by Agristi. All the way down with it. We're going to get a foul call. Let's see if it's on the shot. Now they're going to say, I think it was on the floor before going that way. Nate Johnson called for it. Sheridan the 2-point lead, but New Lex underneath their basket with it. Underneath, nice play. Defense went with a player leaving that area.
Well-designed play, Kevin.
And that's Hunter Kellogg. They've got some variations coming off that inbounds play on the baseline. Poked away, but able to get it back is Johnson. Russell. Quick pass from Hill. And Nate Johnson with the three.
Nice pass by Lucan Hill to set that up.
That's the margin of the lead. 3 points, just under 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter here at Sheridan. Lucas Ratliff out to Logan Ratliff. CJ, we haven't seen him yet, but another one of the Ratliffs. The freshman takes the three and nails it.
Whoa, oh, baby.
And Yakes had a hand in his face in the corner.
If it wasn't already raining 24 hours a day, that would have brought rain on that shot.
So good amount of points scored here in this opening quarter. Russell the drive, the spin, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. And it's going to go against Brady Hanson. 14th foul against New Lex. First foul called against the junior, Brady Hanson. Got to watch Hill here. And instead they go to Malone. They're going to call it travel. Didn't see it, but he might have switched his pivot feet as he caught the basketball and then moved to make the pass.
Well, Malone didn't grape at all. I think he knew, shuffled his feet a little bit.
And again, trying to set up traps in the backcourt. Kellogg, quick pass out. This time, the three by Lucas Ratliff, no good, and good hustle.
Nice job with there by Agristi.
Agristi and Hanson both challenging the Sheridan defense and get the ball back. Although one of the toughest places to inbound, right in the corner on the baseline. Tough to work plays there. Comes out to Logan Ratliff. I was a little disappointed. I want to see what play they're going to draw up next if they were in the middle. And stolen away. Sheridan, good defense to not draw the foul and get the steal.
Logan just lost the handle on that one.
Three on the way. Another one for Nate Johnson. Once again, he puts his team up by 3. And the teams are scoring at a pretty good clip here in this first quarter. Almost stolen away, but Kellogg able to get it back. And I think the New Lexington bench would have wanted a foul there, didn't get it. 3 on the way, no good, but there's Malone on the rebound. Good pass. And
whoa!
A layup. Nate Johnson, who off the bench now, I believe has 8 points. He does. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. And for Sheridan, that'll bring in Daniel Miller. He and Hill, the 2 seniors, recognized before the game tonight. Miller, a 5'6" senior. So not sure, didn't see a foul go up on the board there, so not sure what that stoppage of play was. Long pass ahead to Kellogg. Gets himself out of trouble. Logan Ratliff will run the point with Hansen. Under a minute to go. In the lane, they try to get to Grigsby. He alertly batted that out, or the ball would have been lost. Grigsby, good body control. Yes. New Lex. Now they're not going to hold it. They'll get the 3 instead. Logan Ratliff cuts the lead to 2.
We've the last few games we've done, Kevin, that's been the halftime score.
I'm telling you. Luke and Hill down the lane. Good rebound. Pulled out of there by Lucas Ratliff. Now
they go for the last shot.
15 seconds. Malone on Logan Ratliff. Screen out high from Agristi. That solves part of the problem, but Hill there to match up on defense. And we're going to get a foul. He thought he might have got the ball, got a little arm as well. So with 3.9 seconds in this very active first quarter, it'll be the junior Logan Ratliff going to the line. We've seen him play a little football from time to time.
A little bit.
One of the good athletes in the MVL. Gets the first one. That new Lex offense in football could score a little bit too.
Hey, we'll get to watch Logan next year, or this season, later on.
Well, later on this year, yeah, exactly. He gets them both, and we are tied at 22. If you're New Lex, you just don't want to foul. It's going to go out and belong to New Lex as they threw it ahead for Hunter Yates. A little too tall. Just don't want to foul or do anything. And they'll try to get it all the way down. Oh, it's off the board, pretty impressive. What a first quarter we had, Coach.
Oh, my goodness. 22-22.
I think they were averaging about 4 seconds in each end of the floor getting a shot. Well, we're going to take a break. It is 22-22 here at Sheridan. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this. Coach, I think it's safe to say it was an active first quarter.
Well, that is exactly correct. It was very active.
Again, we've seen a bunch of games where 22 at half would have been better than we saw.
I think right now is the longest time possession. Sheridan's had the ball the entire night so far.
Well, New Lex coming out in the zone now, maybe to try to slow him down a little bit. So we saw him working on this in the pregame. Thought we'd see it a little sooner. Shea Taylor underneath, and I think he might have traveled a little bit. He will come out. Reed Kokonis, a freshman for Sheridan, in for the first time tonight. He replaces Daniel Miller. Trying to get it in, having trouble. And that's a 5-second call.
Wow.
But Sheridan is just so active. Jeremy Dewar down to have a word with the official, but the official said, you need to go back over there.
Well, not only are they active, they're so quick.
Kokonis into the lane, now needs help. Out top to Russell. Off the screen with the hot hand. This time Johnson cannot get it to go.
A little too far out.
So New Lex will come down and try to break the tie. Agristi, open look. There's Russell for the rebound. Quickly ahead. Johnson trying to kick it back into the lane. Good defense.
Nice strip.
Knocking it away is Lucas Ratliff, all the way down and a little too strong. I think he anticipated a little body contact there.
Here comes the pace again.
Russell, his
Nice.
shot blocked by Agristi, but Malone
Whoa.
there to clean up.
What a. You know, you see kids do that in the pregame with the little spin from the other side. Nice shot.
Ethan Malone, 6'3" junior. Nice rebound and put back. His team up by a couple. Logan Ratliff, that was athletic. I would have been on my backside for sure. Agristi. Now top to Stenson, and it'll come back out to Logan Ratliff. He calls the offensive set against the man-to-man of the Sheridan Generals. Lucas Ratliff. Closely guarded, gets rid of it. Logan Ratliff, Agristi working the block like the old days, and he'll draw the foul.
Oh, yeah, I think he drew the foul.
You just don't see that played much anymore, just that solid back to the basket
Right.
on the block. If he can develop that little baby hook.
Oh, baby.
He's only a junior, too, at 6'7".
Yeah, and he looks like he's gotten all of his height, and his weight hasn't caught up yet. But when the weight catches up with the height, he could be a big young man.
And he'll be able to dominate that block. Luke and Hill back in will replace Nate Johnson. Agristi can cut the lead to 1 with the remaining free throw. And can't get it to go. So Hill will get it. Now they'll work it to Kokonis. He'll run the point for Sheridan, this time down the floor. And New Lex back to their man-to-man. Nice pass. Russell to Hill. Just couldn't catch part of the board.
Nope.
Skimmed off the back of the iron.
Tried to spin that thing around. Couldn't quite get it.
3 from Stenson. Rebound to Russell. Little jump pass to Kokonis, around to Hill. Russell in the lane working against Logan Ratliff. And goes up strong. Junior against junior right there.
Good patience in there. Didn't get rattled. Took his time. Get the shot he wanted.
So New Lex now trailing by 4. Logan Ratliff, and he'll work against Russell, this time down as they switch offense and defense. Lucas Ratliff. Stenson in the corner. Had the range, just couldn't overcome that tough rim tonight down there. We've seen a bunch of those. Russell. A little back door, and Agristi steps in. Nice defense.
Well, he saw that all the way. It's a nice play that by Agristi.
Just like a quarterback in football, if you look it down, somebody will come over and grab it. Ratliff going to call another play. He'll get a high post set. Nice spin by Kellogg. This time the rim is a little forgiving. And it cuts it to a 2-point Sheridan lead. Kokonis, the freshman, brings it down, finds Hill. Now Russell. Now he's really pushed the game from out top. Taylor will take it in the lane after the fake on the pass. His shot blocked again, but there's Russell, and he'll put it in. And we're going to get a timeout called by New Lex. Only a 4-point lead for Sheridan, and you know the New Lex staff wants to keep things close, so they're going to talk it over. We'll be back with more second quarter action after this timeout. Back second quarter action. Kevin Rao and the coach, Doug Clifford, with you tonight. We had 22 points apiece. Changed a little bit in this quarter.
A little bit. I think we have 8 points for the second quarter so far. So
total.
The scoring has slowed down. Yeah, it's total.
We got to think their arms are tired after shooting all that much. Again, some backcourt pressure. New Lex lost a couple of possessions early against this pressure, but after that, they've been pretty good.
Well, we heard New Lexington was playing better the last 3 or 4 games, and I think that that play has continued tonight.
Absolutely. Well, they're athletes. They've got good athletes. Just a matter of getting them into basketball mindset. Up with the left hand. Trey Kennedy couldn't get it to go. And again, Sheridan, they are not taking a lot of time. Kokonis, little back door, but good defense.
Yes, it was.
Again, stolen away, this time by Hanson. He'll take it all the way.
I think he's going to draw the charge.
And he is going to go to the line, see if he can cut it one more point.
Ah, he did not. He didn't draw the charge. Ah.
Foul goes against Kokonis, his first. Both teams with 4 team fouls. And Gristy back in there will replace Hunter Kellogg. And we'll get Nate Johnson back into the game as he'll come in for Kokonis. Can't get the free throw, so still a 2-point lead for Sheridan. Just over 3 minutes to go.
I can tell that was a Lucan Hill rebound just the way it looked.
He gets up in the air just a little bit.
He does.
Russell driving all night. Good box out. Ramf tried to bat it ahead, but New Lex good to go. Hanson all the way down. And we're going to get a charging foul this time around. Doug Fisher, after the last time, chatted with the officials a little bit.
Yeah.
And this one went his way. Not suggesting that had anything to do with it.
Not at all.
And it's Yakes bringing it up for the Generals. Johnson needs help, double team in the corner. Jump pass, finds Ramft. Now Yakes. Hill. They're just trying to cut everybody through the lane. You have got to know where the back door is against this. And Agristi, I think, is going to be called for this one. Let's see. It is. It's Gristy's first. And New Lex now is, that's their 6th, so actually it'll be Sheridan in the 1-and-1 next time. Ramf, first one to go. I want to remind everybody, he was in our top 10 football plays of the year this past season.
Yes, he was.
Little end around, little reverse. That he hit 5th gear in about 3 steps.
Yep.
You know, you can still watch that at WHIZ, say it for me again in the truck. WHIZnews.com/GOTW for Game of the Week. You can see Logan Ramft run it about 80 yards for a touchdown. Now we're going to get a quick timeout called. We'll take it. 2:09 to go before the halftime break. Sheridan, the 4-point lead here at home. Quick timeout called here with 2:09. New Lex with the basketball down by 4.
Well, they were in danger of not getting the ball across the timeline before that timeout was called.
So alertly called. Little underhanded scoop. Hanson creative, just not enough oomph.
Oh! Ethan Malone had been open any more than he was.
Russell.
It had been a convenience store.
I'm telling you. Landon Russell has forced the action all night tonight. He will go back to the line to shoot a couple. He's got 9 points in this first half. But
well, you get your money's worth out of your ticket when you come to watch him play. There's
yeah,
no doubt
you really
about
do.
it.
I mean, he is full go, both ends of the floor. Kellogg back in for New Lexington. He'll replace Hanson. Hanson just picked up his 3rd foul, so he'll get out of there for the remainder of the half. That's just a trademark of the MVL, though, that these teams play hard. Doesn't matter what score is, what your records are.
That's right.
It's one thing I love about this league. Russell gets the next one. His team now up by 5. That's their biggest lead in a while. There's Russell double team in the backcourt, but Stenson able to get it across. But then Yates steps in, steals it away, and then Logan Ratliff does his best. He'll end up in the third row.
Well, Logan Ratliff ended up in the third row, and he just nearly put the referee on the far side in the third row ahead of him.
He did.
I mean, that looked like a train wreck getting ready to happen.
They could have discussed the inbounds play coming up together in the stands.
Or the emergency room.
Sheridan fans, a nice job to keep anybody from getting hurt. Russell down the lane, spins, puts it up and good. Boy, he is having a half.
Yes, he is.
So 7-point lead for Sheridan. New Lex, couple of turnovers in a row. Kellogg trying to get the three, and there's Russell again. Yakes. Quickly up. Little baby hook, and we're going to get a foul on.
Yeah, that's going to be on Lucan Hill.
Lucan Hill. But only the 15th foul, so New Lex will still have to bring it down the floor. Second on Hill, so Shea Taylor will come in to keep him from further trouble.
It's amazing they only have 5 fouls with the style of defense they're playing tonight. I mean, they are so disciplined. They're playing that tight man-to-man. They're pressing, but they're not fouling.
Well, they just don't reach. They don't get the unnecessary reach.
Move your feet.
That's exactly right. And then what sport do you not say that?
That's
you know
exactly right.
Keep your head straight and your feet moving. Logan Ratliff, and that's a big one. And get a three. Cut the lead to 4. Not scored for a while. Head to Yates. Had to go up high to get it. Johnson down the baseline. They're going to give him the bucket. And I believe they did.
They did.
That was right on the line of getting it to count. Johnson now in double figures with 10 points. Can make it 11 with the free throw.
That's off the bench tonight, too.
We're going to get Malone and Miller back in for Sheridan. Yakes and Ranft to the bench. And I'll say that for Doug Fisher. He gets guys in and out and has every time I've seen him over the past 3 years.
Well, what I can't get over, Kevin, is they're like interchangeable parts. Look,
stolen away. That's Miller on senior night.
Just comes in, makes the steal, gets the point, gets the shot. What?
And timeout called by New Lex to avoid the 5-second call. Sheridan with their biggest lead of the night at 9. Still 20.2 seconds to play. We'll have it for you when we come back. Still 20.2 seconds left to go in this first half. Kevin Rao and the coach Doug Clifford with you tonight from Glen Hersey Gymnasium at Sheridan High School.
Well, that was my favorite play of the night by Daniel Miller. Come off the bench, get the steal, make the layup. What a play.
Make
nice
yourself known right away.
You bet.
Especially on senior night.
Yep.
Splitting the double team, almost stolen away, and will be effectively because it's off Kellogg and out of bounds.
Nice job again by Miller on defense that time.
How much time do you think Sheridan spends in their practices on defense?
Man, I get the feeling their practice is probably over in 17 minutes and then no one stopped one time.
Well, I mean, they've scored 38. There's no shame in that. But, I mean, their defense is just can be just suffocating. Russell down the lane. And it's going to belong to New Lex. 1.2. Well, you just don't want to turn it over here.
Landon Russell tried to go high off that backboard, just couldn't get it to fall. Whoa!
Well, that was close to being a foul, but no call.
That was a self-inflicted injury there.
Lucas Ratliff up off the floor will be helped off by Logan Ratliff. We will put some highlights together for you and be back with all of that.
He's hurt.
9-point lead for Sheridan. They are kind of tending to him. He came down on a hip. Let's hope he's okay.
I'm a little worried about his shoulder, too.
So we'll check on those things. Be back with you with those highlights after this message. We are back at the half. Kevin Rao, the coach, Doug Clifford, and coach in the first quarter, 22 each. We thought we may set a new record.
I thought we were going to have somebody go for the century mark tonight, but the pace is just unbelievable.
Well, you can see Landon, you're going to see him a bunch here because number 22 scored. There's Rams. But Sheridan just really pushed the action. There, Logan Ratliff with the 3.
But they did, but New Lex just wouldn't go away.
No, and now they're down by 9, but, you know, if they get a couple of threes, we're right back where we were. But you can see it was fast and furious. Hunter Johnson came off the bench, scored a couple of threes right away. There's another one of them, and here he goes with the layup. Right hand on the left side. Logan Ratliff back with the 3. And Malone with the nice rebound and putback. There's Russell again. He leads his team with 11 points, and the bounce finally for New Lex on that side. And there's Russell again. Nice play by Hansen to get the layup. Russell back at the other end. Seems there's a theme here, Coach.
Well, he had quite a half.
And Hunter Johnson figures it out. So there you see the difference. We did have a big first quarter. New Lex held to only 7 points. And you've got to think the depth for Sheridan, especially on the defensive side, going to help them in this second half.
Well, I think that's really evident, Kevin. The guys come off the Sheridan's bench, and you really can't tell any difference in the lineup. I mean, and it's just amazing, and especially on the defensive end.
Well, they have played tough. Let's see if they can keep that up, or maybe New Lex hits a few more of those threes to get them right back in it. We will have second half action for you right after this. We start the second half. New Lex will get the ball on the arrow, down by 9. But, Coach, we saw him make a bunch of threes in that first half.
Well, here comes the first one. There it is.
And there it is.
Stinson.
Just like that. Just like scripted.
Well, you know, we talked to him at halftime and said, go out there and make that first three-pointer, make us look smart.
And he obliged.
He did. Although we may not be smart, but.
Well, no.
No.
It's a fluke is what it was. There's Russell. What a nice first half he had for Sheridan. What? Shea Taylor all the way underneath. Ramps can't get the putback.
Man.
Taylor, what a job to get open on the backside of the rim. Just would not go down. And New Lex will have a chance to cut into this lead a little bit more.
Stinson's on his spot. Not this time.
And Ramp there for the rebound. Almost traveled, dragging,
yes, he did.
Dragging that back foot.
I thought sure they were going to call it.
Russell waits for the screen from Hill. Hands behind him, Malone. And then Ramp, the good look at it. Shea Taylor, nice rebound, and he'll draw the foul. Great body control. He did it last time down, getting up and under the hoop and on the other side. This time he draws the foul. I don't even know how you get that shot away doing that.
I couldn't believe the ball left his hand.
I mean, that's a guy that's played a little bit of horse in the backyard right there. Second foul called against Logan Ratliff. Our first foul of the second half.
38-32.
And doesn't get either.
They may have to replace that rim at that end of the floor.
I'm telling you, it has been brutal tonight. Agristi sets the screen out high. We'll get it back there. Little spin move. Hansen will find Logan Ratliff. Almost carried that ball. Christie knocked away from him. Malone has a trailer. He'll take it himself and get the score. Some more full court pressure put on. Stenson with it. Now the double team coming. He'll get it back. Russell tries to chase him down. He'll get it ahead to Hansen.
Not much margin of error when you're throwing the ball around the Generals defense.
You cannot, a lob pass is not the way to go. I can tell you that. Last time down was a little bit of a lazy pass. Little back door, but knocked it away.
Look out.
And Rand,
yes,
he can elevate, and he does right there. 10-point lead. Biggest of the night for Sheridan. Ratliff the spin. Russell, good job to stay on his feet. And he'll end up getting the rebound. That's just good defense right there.
Oh, no doubt about it.
People have a tendency to want to jump, get themselves out of position. He stood his ground. Ramft. Goes right side to Malone. Now Russell working against Stenson. Double team coming. Jump pass out. Get to midcourt, but Hill quick feet to go get it. Russell open 17-footer. Be Stenson high for the rebound. Brady Hansen will bring it across. Been in the man-to-man all night for Sheridan. And New Lex going to take a breath here, down 10. This is about the slowest we've seen a half-court possession all night right here, Coach.
Well, I think Panthers are definitely catching their breath here a little bit. I think you're exactly right on that call.
We're going to get, I think, a foul called trying to get position. We do. It's going to go against Trey Kennedy. His second, and the second foul against New Lex here in the second half. So we'll get Nate Johnson back in there for Sheridan. Replaces Malone. He had a hot hand in the first half with 11 points. Shea Taylor.
Whoa, Shea.
Looked like he was a running back going through the line of scrimmage, but loses the handle. Stenson all the way down, lays it up and in. That was good body control to split the defenders. Ramph's not happy about something, is he?
Well, I think he thought, oh.
Wow, we got a little elbow flying around in there. Taylor made it and then took a little umbrage with the defense. Got to be careful there. This time Stenson can't get it.
Yeah, I think.
The foul going to go against Trey Kennedy. He picked up two in a hurry.
Yes, he did. He's getting a little frustrated out there.
He'll come out, and Kellogg will come in. Hunter Yakes in, and he'll replace Shea Taylor. Probably get Taylor calmed down just a little bit.
Trey Kennedy, he's really fired up. He's playing hard. He committed a foul. It's a good call by the coach to get him out, let him get cooled off a little bit. I'm sure he'll be back.
Johnson, open look, but I think he's got a little mistimed with his jump and his release.
Yeah, it looked like they should be printing the word Goodyear on the side of that shot.
New Lex trying to cut into this 10-point lead. Kellogg around it goes. Logan Ratliff, long three.
In there.
Nothing but net.
Nice shot. Wow.
That was big. Lead cut to 7. New Lex has actually outscored Sheridan 8-6 in this third quarter. Johnson, I thought they were going to call the foul. The official on the baseline put his hand up or started to.
I think the players thought they were going to call a foul.
Johnson gets the layup, but I think he thought he'd have another, or at least the N1 coming. Hansen all the way down, shot blocked. Stenson, and he hits another three, his second of the half. Cuts the lead to 6. 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter. These teams have not let up. We had one possession that was a little slower than all the rest, but that's it. Russell all the way in. Good box out.
Oh,
and there's
man.
Hansen to collect it. I tell you, Gristy working very hard on
I think
the
the coach for New Lex is really upset. He felt like the guy for Sheridan was on his player's back to get that rebound.
Kellogg, his shot blocked, but Russell going to be called for it. None of the players right now happy with the call.
No, they're not.
That means they must be right if everybody's unhappy. And it will be Kellogg to go to the line, just a sophomore.
Well, Coach Dreier is getting his opinion expressed down here. He's not at all happy with some of the calls, especially that one on the other end. Sure, he felt like his man, the guy climbed his back, and there was no call there, and he just erupted on the sideline.
Malone in for Ramph for Sheridan. Neither team has been, they've not been sharpshooters at the line tonight, neither one.
Now, we've had several players miss both ends of their free throws.
Hill brings it up, almost got a little high on the dribble. Backdoor pass stolen away by Kellogg. He finds Logan Ratliff.
Outstanding defensive job. There's a three coming. Whoa, baby!
Hansen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cuts the lead in half. It's now 3 points. Johnson, open look. He wanted it a little more quickly. Russell will reset things. Working against Stenson. Hill, the spin. Can't keep hold. Johnson moving against Agristi. Little height differential there. Back to Russell. And did he walk? He did. When he established the pivot foot, if you pick that up first to go, they're going to call that every time. And we're going to get a timeout called. New Lex fighting back. They've cut the lead to just 3 here in the third quarter. 1:19 to go before the end of the quarter. We'll be back with more right after this. Minute 19 left to go in this third quarter, and New Lex has cut the lead to 3. Next week, we're going to be we'll be in Philo, Ohio, where the gym is. Not Duncan Falls, is that right? I think the gym is actually in Philo. And it'll be West Muskingum heading down the river. We look forward to it. Always have a great time at Philo. And that is one of the great all-time gyms in the MVS.
Yes, it is. That's what I
love going there.
I don't think we've not been there this year yet.
I don't think we have. Just absolutely love going there. We get a little balcony to ourselves.
Yep.
Really nice.
Whoa.
Hanson drew some contact but no foul. And here comes Sheridan. New Lex had a chance to tie it with a 3 last time down the floor. So 35 seconds. Let's see. Sheridan doesn't usually wait till the end of a quarter. So we'll see what they do here.
End of the quarter. They don't usually wait for anything.
Well, that was close to a travel there.
That was a LeBron no call.
And up against pressure is Hill.
And he's going to draw the foul.
He is. He put that shoulder down.
Yep. Good defense that time by the Panthers.
And that might have been making up a little bit for the no call on the travel. Not the referees do that.
No, referees don't do that.
So it is instead a foul against Lucan Hill, his third, so he'll sit down for the moment. And
I have a feeling they're going to need Lucan Hill in the fourth quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt. New Lex can try to cut the lead to 1 or maybe tie it with a 3. 12 seconds remaining in this third quarter. He fought back from being down 9 at the half. Ratliff, little step back. Leaves a couple of seconds on the clock. Long shot from Taylor. Goes in!
Oh!
Off the board and through the rim.
Man!
And that lights up the home faithful.
A little bit of everything tonight, Kevin.
I'm telling you. He takes it from a 3-point lead to a 6-point lead. We will catch our breath. We still got a quarter to go. Come back and join us right after this. Starting the fourth quarter tonight. Who knows? This may not be the end of it. The way it has played out tonight. Sheridan will start out. Nice pass. Little give and go. And Shea Taylor with the layup.
Shea Taylor's got the hot hand.
But he has, we've talked about it, such good body control around the rim. He has done a fantastic job tonight.
6'2" junior.
Sheridan turning up the little bit, try to poke it away from Hanson. He's able to bat it to Kellogg. He loses the handle, now looking for help. Finds Stenson. And then calm down. We'll get Logan Ratliff. His team down now by 8. It was just 3 moments ago and they had the ball. Agristi, little turnaround in the lane.
That's a shot he's got to make.
Taylor pushed him out just a little bit. Good defense. Kept him away from getting any closer. Johnson down the baseline. Little reverse. There
nice
to collect
rebound.
It is Malone. Didn't get it,
Nope.
but he'll get a couple of shots. Malone, 6'3" junior. We're going to get Ramft back in there after the first free throw. I'll tell you, neither team tonight has been stellar at the line. Johnson will come out, Ramft back in. But if one of them had the hot hand from the line, this would have been a little different game one way or the other.
Well, Ramsey has done pretty well when he's been at the line.
Yep, let's see if Malone gets second. That time, perfect stroke. Gets it through. Let's see who's going to take it out.
New Lex guys are running plays, and there's nobody inbound the ball.
Long pass ahead. Kellogg. Ramp, though, good defense to get down the floor. Almost stolen away, and is.
Oh,
Kokonis,
good job.
nice pass. Russell will go to the line to shoot two. He wanted that.
The way he did.
Let's see.
It was a nice job by Kokonis to get the ball to him. It was a perfect pass.
He took a swing at the padding. He thought that was going down.
Yep.
So he'll shoot two. Third foul on Logan Ratliff. 15 foul against New Lex. We're going to get Lucas Ratliff, the freshman, back into the ball game. He'll replace Kellogg. So Lucas Ratliff had a nice first half.
Okay, Landon Russell proves that there's no cellophane across the top of the rim there.
He gets them both, and Russell gets
Gee,
the
man.
ever-ready battery. Just
Well,
keeps
I tell
on
you
going.
what, this guy. But they all of them do. I mean,
No, that's right.
That's what
he's not an exception.
No, he's not.
He just had a particularly good night.
Right.
Hansen bringing it up against Malone. Gets in front of him. Has the open look from 14 and gets it to go.
Looked like he was trying to look for someone to dish the ball to and realized he was wide open and took the shot.
You know, you just see some reluctance once in a while when you have an open two-pointer. Like,
Well,
a lot of guys don't know what to do with that anymore.
Well, it's not like something that's happened a lot tonight. No one's really taken an uncontested shot. I mean, everything's been a battle.
Russell blocked from behind by Agristi. Stenson did a good job to keep him from getting any closer, and Agristi comes from behind.
Great block.
9-point lead. Let's see if New Lex can carve into it. 3-0, but Agristi there, but he put it on the floor. And if you do that against Sheridan, they're going to take it from him. And stolen away.
Good hustle by Logan.
Great control. Logan Ratliff, he'll get it back.
Oh, nice
Good
pass.
dish off. Foul, and it does not go. Stenson will go to the line. Ratliff, you could just tell as he came down, he kind of took that little hop step. Made a great pass out of it.
Yeah, but, you know, I just don't think anybody's going to let anyone else take that easy layup without being contested.
Neither team's going to let that happen in the lane for sure. Now teams are something. Maybe we shamed him enough. Everybody's making free throws now.
Oh, Stenson's got a good shot. No matter where he's at, he's got a good shot.
You know, it's all about being a good shooter. It's about able to repeat that motion, and he does a good job of that. And, of course, we jinxed him a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
But Agristi battling, still batting around. And there's Russell to gather it. 5.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Sheridan, the 8-point lead. Kokonis back in there with the basketball down the baseline. To Hill, Ramft working against Agristi. There's Hill. Well, you were talking about that, Coach.
Yep.
He just jumps a little differently than everybody
else.
else.
He does, man. When he goes up, it's it is straight up.
In a hurry.
Gets off that floor in a hurry.
And he's also known for having a good bounce on the second jump. Hansen, the kick. There's Stenson. There it is, being able to repeat that shot.
I tell you what.
Cuts it to 7. Still a long ways to go.
I'd feed him like he was starving the rest of this game.
Ramft back out top to Kokonis. And he got a little shove, and that's going to be the call for Hansen.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kokonis is kind of one of those true point guards. He just has that manner of playing.
And a freshman.
And he will come out.
You know, I've run down this roster. It's Luke Hill and Daniel Miller. That's the only two seniors on the Sheridan team.
Yeah, they'll just reload. Russell all the way out to Hill. Ramf thought about it. Nate Johnson, he's made some from outside that arc. They loop it into Ramf, Agristi, and what a pass. To be able to get that over Agristi and then keep Hill in play. Nicely done by Russell. Long pass ahead. And Stenson tried to draw contact and instead hits one of the supports over the backboard. It'll go to Sheridan. Kellogg in for Hansen for New Lex.
It was a great job by Sheridan not to foul him on that. He was fully expecting to be hammered, and his shot reflected that.
Yakes in for Malone. Sheridan with the 9-point lead and the basketball. Been a good one tonight. That 9-point lead does not tell the story. Hill all the way down, a little pass to Johnson. Great control to stay in the air and get up and under. Kellogg splits the double team. Finds Logan Ratliff. Mckenzie sets the screen, gets the pass. Back to Ratliff. Little step back. There's Hill to get the rebound for the Generals. Long pass ahead for Johnson. Little backdoor pass, but good hustle to get down the floor by Logan Ratliff. He's mad he just didn't intercept it. Instead, he knocks it out of bounds. Shea Taylor back in for Sheridan. He'll replace Ramf. And we're going to get Hill.
Uh-huh.
I got to tell you, Shea Taylor, though, if that had been two wide receivers, he'd have been called for offensive interference. He went down through there and cleared a couple of guys out to open up Luke and Hill, who drew the foul.
He means well.
At one point, somebody grabbed him by the knee and had him lifted up, so he just leaned back into the other guy. But you almost couldn't call the foul because everybody was doing something. Hill.
Foul shots are falling now, Kevin.
Yeah, they are. They figured it out. So 13-point lead, biggest of the night for Sheridan. Kellogg, little hook pass.
And they had the pressure on full court.
Lucas Ratliff will get it across, get it back. Not afraid. Off the back, and Hill has had 3 rebounds in about the last 30 seconds. Russell runs the floor, left hand. There's Johnson amongst 3 players. He'll put it up, and he'll have 2 shots coming. And I think you look at New Lex right now, they're just out of gas.
Well, that's tough. I mean, they're not playing, I don't think, as many guys as Generals are.
Yeah, that's been, and the thing about Doug Fisher and his staff, they do that starting early in the first quarter, getting guys in and out. Doing a really nice job. Johnson gets 1 of the 2 free throws. 14-point lead.
Oh.
That's got to be a foul.
Yeah.
In the old days, that was the force out, and they'd give it right back to you. But now it's either got to be a turnover or a foul.
I think the only place that wouldn't have been a foul would have been in the Karate Kid. I mean, for Pete's sake.
And even then, Ratliff tried to keep his tippy toes in. And we're going to get Kellogg to throw it in. And again, they're just holding on to Logan Ratliff. We're starting to see that a little bit. That's going to go against Johnson. 15 foul against Sheridan here in the half, second against Johnson. Ratliff's going to be the one that's worn out, though, I can tell you, because they've been latching onto him in that situation in a legal way most of the night. A couple of times they got called for foul. Inside 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Ratliff slow down the pace a little bit. Kennedy working against Shea Taylor. 3 on the way, and there's Taylor to get the rebound. He'll run it all the way down, up with the left hand. That was too easy.
Nice touch.
So now a 16-point lead. New Lexington. Find Kennedy for the 3. There's Stenson for the rebound. Next time, you just tell they're just out of gas. Can't get it to go. Sheridan Russell will pull away the rebound. 3 pretty good looks that time down the floor.
Yes, they did.
For the Panthers.
Just couldn't get it to fall.
But they played a great game, don't get me wrong, but there's a little push, too, at the end. He'll help him up politely. Kennedy got fouled first, and then he kind of, maybe just a little bit with the little left arm.
A little bit?
A little bit. But then helped him up. So I think that's a net win.
Well, we had a rule at Grant Junior High that if two guys got in a fight, if you shook hands, you didn't get suspended. So,
is that it?
Yeah, there are a lot of guys didn't like each other, shook hands.
Yeah, boy. That way you don't have to tell mom and dad.
That's right.
So 16 foul against Sheridan. So next time around, New Lex will go to the line to shoot the one and bonus. Hanson gets the screen from Kennedy. Kennedy rolled, just didn't quite see him in time. Logan Ratliff down the lane against pressure,
nice
and he'll get it to go. Let's see if Sheridan's in a hurry here. But they've not taking a lot of time off the clock in their possessions. No reason to be in a hurry now. Up by 14, a minute and a half to go. Been a good one, though.
Very entertaining game.
I mean, if you like basketball and you watch the way these two teams played tonight, you'd be proud of your squad either way.
It was just a typical Perry County game. These guys just gone at it the entire game.
Malone, little back door, gets fouled. It'll be called on Hanson. And Hanson will foul out. What an effort tonight by the junior. I think the fun thing for us, coaches, we see a lot. I mean, we're glad to honor the seniors. That's a special year. But we've seen some guys, a couple of freshmen tonight that we're going to be watching for a while.
Freshmen, juniors, I mean, it's amazing. A lot of these kids are going to be back next year.
Kellogg, the sophomore tonight for either team that's had a nice game. Malone gets them both. Quick timeout called by Sheridan. We'll take it. Minute 7 left to go in regulation. The Generals with a commanding 16-point lead. There you see the Sheridan huddle. Head coach Doug Fisher giving some last-minute instruction here with a minute 7 to go. They're still going to put a little pressure on it at half court.
Well, you know, why not? It's like Woody, you know, why'd he go for
two? Because he couldn't go for three.
Couldn't go for three.
Just a little trap working, but that creates opportunities. But out of Kellogg's hand. Head to Hill, and he'll get it, and he's fouled. Logan Ratliff can't quite believe it. I didn't see a lot there.
Well, there's been a lot more contact that wasn't called than there
that is
was
true.
on that one.
Well, I think that's why it surprises a player when they get a call.
No.
You know? So Hill gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way. He's got 11 tonight. 4 Sheridan Generals in double figures tonight. Again, trap at half court. Lucas Ratliff will bring it across. Kellogg, little hook pass. 3 on the way from Stenson. And it's going to go out of bounds and belong to
had some,
New Lex.
We had a little headbutt there. Incidental contact. Looked like
I think Russell got the worst of it.
Yeah, I think he did.
And Kennedy might have got him. Pass in and almost stolen away. But Kennedy able to control it. Gets through the double team. Kellogg will take the 3. Rebound Lucas Ratliff, hands behind, and there's Logan Ratliff, and he'll be closely guarded. Stenson faked in, thought he might take the 3 on the step back. Instead goes to Ratliff. Logan Ratliff down the lane. Can't get it to go. Inside 5 seconds, and that is going to do it, unless we've got a Kansas State game. Nope, we're not going to do it.
Nope.
That will do it tonight. Big win for the Sheridan Generals, but it was in doubt for a lot of this game tonight. Well played on both ends as Sheridan, I think, just a little deeper on the bench, able to pull away in this fourth quarter. We're going to put some highlights together for you of this second half, and we'll be back to describe all the action in this one just after this. Coach, tonight, final score 70-51. I don't think people will understand how this game went if they just look at the score.
Oh, no way. I mean, it was a tight game all the way, hard-fought game all the way. It was a defensive battle at times.
At times, But we had a lot of scoring. We're going to see a little bit of that. As back and forth, there's Shea Taylor. Just a little bit of contact afterwards. Logan Ratliff on the three.
I mean, it was closer to hand-to-hand combat than incidental.
And there's our halftime. That was at the end of the third quarter, long shot that went in.
Stinson had the hot hand.
No, that was halftime, that long one, by the way. Yep. Taylor, that was Johnson there on the thing. Going back and forth. Logan Ratliff, he did not quit all. Actually, none of these guys did tonight.
No.
It was just one of those games, and there you see the breakdown. Sheridan able in that fourth quarter to pull away. And again, I think it was just their depth. They just get guys in and off the bench just so much early and often.
Well, they were pressuring until the last play of the game. They never let up, never let off on defense. And then bringing the ball up the court, it was like they were afraid they were going to get penalized for not getting across the timeline.
Yeah.
Within 1 second.
I mean, it was a fast-paced game tonight. Sheridan able to pull away in the fourth quarter, but tell you what, you want to have kind of an typical game of the MVL. It was tonight, just pressure both ends of the floor.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Well, we enjoyed bringing it to you. We hope that you enjoyed it at home. 70-51 is our final. Sheridan wins here at home over the New Lexington Panthers. For my broadcast partner, the coach Doug Clifford, I'm Kevin Rouch. Good night, everyone. Thanks, Brian. It was fast and furious here, Coach, in the first quarter, 22 all. Settled down a little bit after that, but went back and forth. The score tonight will not tell the story.
Hard-fought game tonight. Both teams played hard, played well. Sheridan just outlasted the Panthers tonight.
Logan Ratliff in for the layup, right back the other way. Stenson and then Shea Taylor in it. That kind of described the things went tonight. It got a little testy at points tonight. Three on the way again. We saw New Lex kind of kept themselves in it with the three. At halftime, that was the shot to get Sheridan out to a 6-point lead. Back and forth they went. Some good shooting, tough play underneath. And, when you watch offensive highlights, Coach, it doesn't really tell you how good the defense was. Both teams played hard tonight.
Yes, they did.
There you see Hill later in the game, and he made a three-point play the old-fashioned way. So there you see the breakdown. Sheridan really pulling away at the end, but New Lex fought hard. It was a typical Perry County battle tonight.
It was definitely that. Both teams played well. They played tough. They played hard defense. They challenged every shot. I mean, if you went in to take a layup, you're going to have the march tomorrow morning to prove it.
It wasn't going to be easy. 70-51 is our final. Sheridan over New Lex here at Sheridan. Back to full court press.